audience.
Okay, so there we are. We got the work behind you.
Yes.
Down there. So tell me who you are and what you're doing here tonight.
I'm Ramon Guzman. I am a fine student of the fine teacher, Lawrence Wheatman, and I've somewhat of a novice in photography before meeting Lawrence and taking his class, but now I no longer really consider myself a novice. I think, Lawrence, you've taught me quite a bit about the art of photography that I'm going to be taking away from this, and actually a lot more fun, I think, than I thought I was going to have in the course. So it's allowing me to explore things that I don't think I've ever would have explored before. So that's really what I'm taking away from this.
Fabulous. Okay, and you want to explain your series?
Yeah, absolutely. What I did was I tried something creative. I created a new term called phytolitography, which is a combination of phyto, which is really kind of code word for dog, and lithography from calligraphy. So I took, actually, I was inspired by accident. As I was sitting on a couch, I saw light coming in from a window and reflecting on my dog's face. And as I looked a little bit closer, I noticed there was a letter E that wrapped around his eye. And from that stemmed the idea of taking more photographs of my dog to spell his name. And so that's what the series is. I've got two dogs, Bentley and Kira. And so Bentley is sort of along the top of the series here, and Kira's on the floor. But that was really the inspiration. Not only that, but I think we all know that if photography is done the right way, you can capture individuality out of photos very well. And I think what I wanted to also do was capture some of that individuality of each of the dogs. I happen to be a big believer that dogs have personalities of their own, and so I think in every picture that I've taken of each dog, it captures what that personality is a little bit. And so when I put it together, for me at least, I get the sort of the whole picture of who Bentley is and who Kira is. So it's a very fun exercise. It's a really nice a project for me to do.
And really well done. I mean, I think I was telling you this story before we got started here today, how I have a friend who's been working on a book very similar to this for 20 years.
Right.
You did this as the 11th week and you're done.
Yeah.
He's only got a year to go, which he's been saying for 19. So I mean, I really like what you've done. I wasn't aware that this was really your first exercise in photography, because something I have to tell you, I didn't tell you earlier today, is how much I like your print quality.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
And I understand, of course, you probably didn't print it yourself, but that has nothing to do with it. I mean, it still is a matter of getting the print quality that is satisfying is as much of everything else as possible. And you might have just been lucky, but in fact, I mean,
I will cop that a good deal of post-production work was done once the photographs were taken. I have had a graphic design background, so I was able to incorporate some of that knowledge by use of a lot of the applications that are available today, and really crisp and maybe do a little bit of HDR type quality of the photos. And so I think we're sort of in a burgeoning age where technology is really, I'm sure there's both sides of it. There are those who love the technology of it and those who may loathe the technology of it. I happen to be embracing it a little bit and sort of using it so that I can at least kind of explore what's available out there and what I'm capable of doing more. I think if I was to take a straight photo, I'm not so sure I would have enough fun with it. I do find that I have a lot of fun in the post-production of it all. So that to me is this again was a great experience. I think I'm exploring post-production like I haven't before because of the way I've been able to now take photos. So.
Wonderful. I'm going to take a look at the work now.
Absolutely.
And I see you've got 3 dots out here.
Yes, 3 dots.
This is the original one. This is the first one, right? The one that started it. Why? And in case it looks like a rope, it's actually the tail ends and the nook of the leg begins. And that's what it is there. Cool. Thank you. Oh, I wanted to ask you. So
Yes.
I like asking this question. I don't know why, but I think it's just because I want to make trouble or something. But I want you, as if you're talking to a student who might be considering taking the class, say a reason to not take the class.
A reason to not take the class, if you feel like you know, well actually I shouldn't say that. If you're afraid of learning something new, don't take the class because you're going to learn, probably relearn a lot of the things that you might have thought you knew already. So if it intimidates you to throw all convention to the wind, I would say maybe your class, Lawrence, is not what someone would not want to take. Would not want to take it because they have to rethink everything. It's what I did. It's a little bit taking yourself out of a comfort zone. But now I am absolutely happy that I've done that. I'm absolutely happy that I have. I don't think I knew photography at all prior to taking your class. And trust me, I've tried to self-teach, and it was obviously not something that I really gained a lot out of. So yeah, if you're afraid of change, don't take Lawrence's class.
I forgot to mention something. So you also have another piece I didn't even photograph on this video yet, which is your self-portrait.
My self-portrait, yes.
Of course, as anybody who's taken the class knows, there's always a self-portrait assignment in it. And something I love about the self-portraits is how honest they tend to be.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty rare they're anything but.
Right.
And indeed, the self-portraits typically don't wind up going on the main floor, but in your case, it was almost like a signature piece.
Yes. I think one of the things I love selfies. Maybe it's my age, my demographic. Coming in a little bit late into the technology age of selfies and posting on Instagram and whatnot. So my intention was to mock it a little bit, and I did so by incorporating 4 different selfies into one picture. And I think it does a couple of things. It sort of gives me sort of it pokes fun at the whole selfie, I guess, thing, and it allowed me to kind of really see myself, I guess, in photography. I don't really do that, and if I ever did, it was through an iPhone or through a cell phone. But taking an actual picture using a remote on my camera was a different type of medium for me. It was something that I had never really done before. It was intimidating. It was a little scary. But again, I think my whole point of it was to poke a little bit of fun at the whole selfie culture. It was fun. It was fun. I think what I captured out of it was probably unintended.
Fabulous. Okay, now I'm going to take a look at it.
Yep.
Cool beans. Thank you.
All right, Lawrence, thank you so much.